Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing something a bit different from the usual gory special effects. I'm doing my everyday makeup, as I thought some people might want to change and want something different to the gory zombies and cuts and wounds and stuff, and just might want something for an everyday look. So I will teach you that. So just going to pop my hair back because fringes aren't exactly the easiest to do makeup with, as we all know. So first I'm going to do is use my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow primer. I really like this just because it gives me such a nice glow underneath the base of my foundation. As you can see, it's like just really shimmery, and it helps blend out my skin and just make my makeup last as long as it can with how greasy my skin is, because perks of having lovely greasy skin, it just melts through the makeup continuously, like just every day, never lasts. Next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I always like to do my eyebrows first just to get them out of the way. So I will use my MAC eyebrow styler pencil in the shade Brunette, and I will just colour in the edges of my makeup, my eyebrow. Doesn't matter if you're messy with this because you're going to go and conceal the edges of the eyebrows later anyway. So you can go a bit outside of it because they'll get covered up anyway and cleaned up later, just to make my eyebrows look less sparse. Not that they look very sparse on camera, but they are quite sparse in person, especially towards the end, because, you know, young Lauren decided to overpluck the ends of her eyebrows. And I went through a phase where half my eyebrows started here, so half my eyebrows were gone anyway when I was younger. Thankful they grew back over though. Would have been a bit of a nightmare if they didn't, and I just sat with like half an eyebrow on my forehead. There we are, now they're filling, and I'll just use the brush end of the pencil just to brush through the pencil, just so it's not as dark and slug-like. There we are. And then I'm going in with foundation. So this is my all-time favourite. I did use a load. I used MAC at one point, which was lovely, but it didn't last as long as I'd like to with how greasy my skin was. It didn't stay on my skin or help prevent the oil showing through as much as this one. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. There's a lot of Charlotte Tilbury in here because I'm a bit of a fan. I just love this because it's so full coverage. I could use half a pump and I'd be able to cover my full face, and I wouldn't really need concealer. That's something that I wouldn't really need to do. Like, I've put concealer on my eyebrows and under eyes, but other than that, it's so full coverage, I just wouldn't need to use anything else. So, about that much on my hand. And I'm just going to grab the brush, this brush, it's from a Jack Wills brush set, and I just buff that into the skin. Getting into all the nook and cranny of my nose as that gets quite red around the edges. Don't forget to go down your neck. You always want to go down your neck, otherwise you'll look a bit funny. There we are. Ooh. And as you can see that I don't really need concealer that much. It's so full coverage, you don't really need it. It's amazing. But because I want to make my eyebrows look more defined and not as messy, I will go in with a little bit of concealer, but not too much. I will go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is a godsend because this also lasts so well. So I just put a little bit on my hand, and I will go in with this brush. This is also from my Jack Wills set that I got. There are quite a few Jack Wills brushes in this, but I will just clean up the edges of my brows with the concealer. Just top and bottom more defined. As you can see, it's a lot less fuzzy. I don't know how to explain it. I see it as fuzzy, so it's like a lot cleaner. There isn't like a fuzzy edge of brow pencil. And then just again on the other side. If you have quite red eyelids, like I sometimes do around here, I pick up a bit and just blend it up when I'm doing my under eyes, just because then it helps set a nice base. If I'm not doing eyeshadow or anything, I will probably just conceal my lids a tiny bit, just so it doesn't look like I've got naked eyelids. So once I've done that, I'm just going to dab some more with my ring finger and just gently dab it under my eye, and do the same for the outer corner, and then blend it up like over your semi part of your eyelid if you'd like. I've found that it's best not to use a lot, just build it up slowly with the under eye, because if you just go in and chuck a big load of concealer under your eye all in one go, it could look quite cakey and end up creasing or just congealing into the lines on your face, which isn't exactly a good look you want to go for. That's also why I don't like to, I like a full, like this, like the foundation. I like how full coverage it is, but then you don't have to use a lot, so I'm not caking my face with foundation. I am just doing a light layer just to cover up redness and all the little blemishes like that. So under eyes and everything are done. So what I then like to do is to go in with a setting spray, and I use the Airbrush Finish Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. And this, I was never big on setting spray. I did have a MAC one, but I didn't use it an awful lot. I didn't feel like it did much, but this one, since I started using it, I've noticed a big difference with how long my makeup will last throughout a day. So I could put on my makeup at, say, 8 o'clock in the morning, and when I come home from college at like 5 in the evening, my makeup will still look like it did when I came home, when I put it on this morning. Maybe just with like slight rubbing around my mouth or around my chin area, because I've been eating and doing stuff like that. But other than that, it looks the same. My under eyes haven't creased, nothing, and it's stayed, and it's just amazing. So just spray that all over the face, let it dry, otherwise you lose half your foundation when you're putting on a face powder, which isn't exactly what you want to be doing. But in the summer I used to have like a little fan, and I used to just fan my whole face. Also helped cool me down when we had that massive heat wave, but yeah, my little fan just fanned my entire face. Fanned it all. So after I've done that and the setting spray has dried and soaked in, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury powder in Fair 1. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish. A lot of airbrush in this. lot of airbrush in this, and I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face Brush. It's quite a chunky one, I like it, and just dab it in. And I don't like to go full face of powder, I find that gets quite cakey. I like to just do my T-zone and under eyes, and then that's me done. And then I will get a smaller little brush. This is just a little Revolution little makeup brush, and I just like to dab that under my eyes and over my eyelids as well, just to set a nice base. So once I've done that, I like to go onto my eyes. So today I usually sway between very natural eyeshadow looks. I will either use an eyeshadow pencil and just colour that over my eyes, blend it out a little bit, put some mascara and some lashes on and I'll be done for the day. Or I have like a eyeshadow palette with like a few colours in. I just whack a couple of those colours on my eyelids, and again with some lashes and mascara go. Or I like to do eyeliner. I feel like that's just like a nice neutral basic cut thing to do. So I've got my Benefit, it's a duo eyeliner. It's very dead. I use the brown a lot. I don't mind using black eyeliner. I use it like, my eyeliners vary, so I use black and stuff for like fancy outings, to like dinner parties with my family. Everyday eyeliner I tend to use brown. I just like it. It's a lot softer, it's not as harsh on the face or whatever. But I do have different coloured ones, and sometimes if I'm wearing like a bold quirky outfit, I'll match my eyeliner to the outfit just to carry on the look. So I've got this is just a little dropper of water, and I will just drop a couple of drops of water in there, and then I'll use this narrow little brush. It's Bdellium Tools, and it's the brush 710. I don't like the brush to be too wet. I find that just adds like a water wash of colour, which I find looks a bit of a mess, so I just like to make sure the brush has just got as much pigment on as possible. And then I just create a line from my underline, so just coming away. From my bottom eyelid, I like to line it up, so then it's just coming away straight from there. And then I just keep my eye open. Another thing I like about water-based eyeliner is that if I make a mistake, I can just like get my finger wet and wipe it away. So just draw a line from there down, and then just colour it in. I find it best if I do it with my eye open, because then I can see the line of where that's lining up on my eyelid, and then so it doesn't have a crease in the eyeliner as well. And then just line across the entire eye, and then just do the same on the other side. So once both my eyeliners are done, I like to just go in with some mascara and some fake eyelashes. So I just get my lash curler and I just curl my lashes, and then I use my Legendary Lashes Volume 2 Charlotte Tilbury mascara and just wiggle that along my lashes. And try not to get it into your eye like I just did, because then you get mascara all over your bottom eyelid and your eyes start to water, and then everything just goes to chaos after that. So don't get it in your eye like I just did, because you might be in slight pain. just a slight little bit of pain. Just nothing major, just a little bit of pain. And then I take my Ardell lashes, so they're just like little half wisps of lashes. They're magnetic, and I really do just love magnetic lashes. I find them so much easier to put on. I say this, and then I will struggle to put them on camera because I have to like have something to lean my elbow on. So I say they're easy to apply. I will then just, you'll see me for about 5 minutes struggling to put them on. But they're so much cleaner to put on than normal lashes, and they're so much easier to clean. So I could just get a cotton pad of micellar water, and I get my a little tiny brush and then a spoolie, and I just brush them through and get all the mascara and stuff off of the magnets and stuff, and it's clean. So just want to place them on your eye. Well, I said I was going to struggle and then it just comes on, but the other eye I probably will, because that's the way it goes with makeup with me, or myself. I struggle with one eye, fine, sorted, no problem, it's done within seconds. Other eye, like this one, you get mascara in it and then the eyelashes won't stick, so it's just a bit of a mess. But I like to just then brush through them, just to fluff them out a little bit. I know that applying these might take a bit of time getting used to, because you have to get quite close to the eyeball to place them, and if you're not someone who likes to, you know, is touchy with their eyeballs or do a lot of makeup where they touch their eyeballs a lot, it might take a while for you to get used to this. Sometimes I struggle, like they're too close to the end of my eye, so then one looks like a bit of a mess and the other one doesn't. So easy, you can just pull them off and reapply them. No like changing glue or anything, or having to clean the old glue off. You just whip them off, stick them back on again. There we are. And again, I will just brush through these just like that, and the eyes are done. So all that's left now is for me to do the cheeks. So I use this is a set I got for Christmas one year. It's a highlighter and contour duo, and I just like to get the contour with a smallish brush and just brush it into the corner of my cheekbones just to add a bit more definition. This is a Too Faced bronzer, by the way. Just like that. And then this is my all-time favourite blush. It's a matte blush. It doesn't really have a shade, but this is by Irvin Wu. He's a makeup artist friend of mine who's over in Australia, and I get free makeup every time he comes home over to England to visit us. He's also a wedding dress designer, but yeah, it's my favourite shade of blush. It's just so pretty and like suits any season. So I just use this chunky Jack Wills brush again and just pop it in, and I like to put it just around the corner of my eye, around here, and then just blend it around, so I feel like it looks a lot more natural placing it there and then blending it around. I like a lot of blush because, you know, you can never have too much blush. And then just a little bit on my nose, and then it's highlighter, and again with the Charlotte Tilbury, because you know I live for her. I use the Hollywood Bright Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter, and this is just a godsend. So it's just so easy to apply, and it just makes me look so glowy. So I just do a little blob at the end of my nose, and then a few blobs, and blend it out with my ring finger over my cheeks. Just add a little dewy glow, and there we are. We have the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed and found this useful. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments, and I will be back again soon. See you later, bye!